What is going on? It is Solo E, and in this video I am going to give you a new improved way to scalp the market with absolutely no indicators.
Keep it loaded, most silent. Yeah, get it loaded. Just ride the way. If you ride the way,
Make sure you like this video, get this video to 500 likes. I would appreciate that. And then of course, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want more fire info like this. And let's get straight to it. Now, first and foremost, if you guys do need a broker, you are actually able to use Offspring FX. They do allow you to trade like US 30, NASDAQ 100, S&P 500 with the small account, with a $100 account, and so forth. When you guys sign up and join, make sure when you decide to trade with those indices, make sure you select US30.mini. That is giving you the ability to trade with a small account. Like I said, $50, $100, you are able to make money with and trade with the small account. So let me show you guys the perfect world, of course, how it looks like, and then how we implement this in the market. So first and foremost, you guys got to know your story. You got to know your story. If you see the market is going up, buy it. If you see the market's going down, sell it. If you see the market's going sideways, we're just going to ignore it for now. We're going to make this very simple for you guys. So on a daily time frame, this is what we need to see. We need to see structure break like this. The low broke right here, which created a new low. Then we know this market might pull up, broke this low, created a new low. We know this market comes right back somewhere in here inside some imbalance area, and then it broke the new low. That is how we know this is a downtrend. So if this is the case, what we want to then do is, inside of the previous down move rally, we're going to be looking for our imbalance, our supply demand, and then also we're just going to find any structural strategies that we can implement. My go-to is simple. I only look for supply demand and imbalance inside of the most recent rally to the downside. What is the most recent rally to the downside? Well, let's say that this was our low. We broke this structure. What I'm looking at is this right here. I want to see somewhere inside of here if there's imbalance formed, or if there's support or resistance or supply demand, really supply demand and also imbalance. What I then do is I draw a box. Usually I have one here and I'll have one somewhere in the middle, just because sometimes we all know market don't always come back to your resistance for those that do trade support and resistance, and then it drops down. Sometimes what happens is market will come in a midpoint, usually 5618 Fibonacci retracement levels, and then it will head down. Well, that's what we're doing. We're going to try to find what are the most potential areas that market could react off of, and then off of that, we're going to go ahead and look for our entry to sell. Now, guys, this is the most basic thing that you can do. Of course, now I'm showing you in a perfect world, but when we get in the charts, you're probably going to forget about everything I said because it is detailed. I am going to show you how to look for 2-minute entries, 1-minute entries from a daily to a 1 hour, and then going from there. Right now, I'm currently on a 1 hour time frame. I already established we are in a uptrend. However, I do know for at least at this moment, gold is in a downtrend due to minor structure breaking. If you guys don't know what I'm saying with minor and major structure, please watch my other video. I'll pop it up right now that goes into more about structure and how I look at structure specifically, but we're just going to be talking about minor structure. I seen on the lower time frames we broke our most recent low, which is this right here. This is our most recent low down here. We broke that with this. Well, it came, touched it, which now created for retail traders, they'll say support, but however, it broke through. Now that it broke through, what I then want to simply see is this, guys. We're going to go ahead and play this market through. All right, so now as you see, market is heading down, right? Your question may be now, well, I know we broke structure and you said we got to look for selling opportunities. We're just going to keep this simple. I'm not going to complicate this at all. I want y'all to understand this. Now that we understand that this whole entire thing is our, what we call impulsive wave going down, we are going to try to find some areas of supply and demand. Now, I do have videos on Elliott Wave, which I actually will be doing another video on Elliott Wave that goes more in depth as far as how you can use Elliott Wave to find these accurate point of interest levels, but we're going to keep it simple. I'm going to mark this area as my supply area, and then we got a couple areas up here. Now, your question may be, well, E, we have multiple supply levels. How can you figure out which level market is going to hit? Well, one, there is no 100% guarantee on anything when it comes to trading. But what I then do is I head on a smaller scale from the 1 hour and I try to see if I can spot another impulsive and a correction. If I can spot this, all I then do is draw my Fibonacci from this point to this point, and then wherever my Fibonacci extension from the fib retracement, or from the extension using in the fib retracement, which is my -27, my -618. This is the replica of the 1.618 and the 1.27 if any of you guys use the fib expansion tool. But I'm looking on market to come to these areas. So if I see that these areas align with any supply demand level that I maybe had already marked or haven't marked, that is more confirmation for me to know, all right, this is probably where market will actually react off of. So we're going to do that. How do I do that? So I already have my point of interest of areas, right? Now there might be other areas in here that maybe market might come to, but we're going to get to there. First and foremost, let me find my minor high. Minor high is right here. So what we're now going to do is head to a 15-minute. And all I'm simply want to see is market break out of this minor high. What I am doing is a replica of what you would do if you are on any other time frame. So you don't need to ask me in the comments, what time frame should I be looking for this? Your question should be, what type of trader are you? Are you a scalper? If you're a scalper, this is the video. If you're a swing day trader, you go to higher scales, and we'll do videos on that. But this is mainly for my entry day and scalpers. So we're just simply going to wait for market to break out of this. I'm going to show you guys how I look for buying setups and selling setups at the same time. So we still see market is playing around here. We're now hopefully getting that break. Now we got the break of structure. Now that we got the break of structure, guys, guess what? What do we have here? An impulsive wave. So now that we have an impulsive wave, we can do the exact same thing. We can look for a demand level here. As I see, that is one. We can look for imbalance. Let me go ahead and zoom in actually. Let me zoom in, guys, because we want to make sure we are on point. Well, not imbalance, but we can definitely look for order blocks. We can look for all types of things, right? What we want to do is look for market to come to any of these levels. And if it does, we can then buy it. We can simply buy it to potentially these point of interest levels here, or this one here, and then we can look for that sell-off. So let's just go ahead and play this one through. All right, so as you guys see right now, we are getting a whack off schematic play. Like I said, if you want me to talk about this, make sure you comment down below whack off, so we can get into details. All I'm simply doing is looking for my last supply level, which is here. We have a supply level. How do I know this is my supply level? I wait on it to break out a structure to create a new low. That becomes my supply level. So then now what I want to see is a reaction in here. So what I then do is head to a smaller scale. So right now we're actually looking on a 4 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute, 3 minutes where I'm looking for my entries. So when I start seeing reaction like this, this is giving me signs that, hey, I can go ahead and start selling. So what we're going to do is look for a sell off. We're going to go ahead and hit sell, short. And we can even do a tight entry here, stop loss above this high. And then our first initial TP as a scalper would be a simple 1 or 2 trade, which is here. And then if we want to grow this account, guys, this is what I do. I look for the higher time frame, which is like the 1 hour time frame low, which is all the way down here, this low right here. And then I do 1 or 2 things. I either take one big trade and I ride this whole trade out, or I keep getting in the same thing that I mentioned. Impulsive, I look for supply demand and balance inside. Once I find it, look for whack off, Elliott wave, or so forth, and then I sell it and I ride it to this low. I keep doing that until it comes here, all the way to this low. So you guys got to understand that's how I look at the market when I trade. Very simple, right? So let's just say this one played out. Let's just see if this one plays out. Now, we didn't technically come to this supply level. However, this is what I was saying where you guys want to start using the Fibonacci. So you want to make sure you find an impulsive and then find a correction. And then from that, you can kind of go ahead and take the trade. Now here, I don't really see too much going on because I do see all of this is my impulsive. I want to see it pull back to give me more accuracy, meaning that I want to draw from here to here and then pull back. And then I see my fib points are actually up here. So what this is telling me is that maybe market will head down, right, to some of these levels, which is to fulfill this area point of interest and fulfill this area. And then it might, or it might even still come further down, all the way down here. And then it might head up further to actually create new, what I say, like previous high or point, not previous high, but usually what I would like to say point of new high, or just my potential new low, potential new high. So we're going to play this one through and see what happens. So as you guys see, we already smashed TP1, and then now we just hit this supply level or demand level, and we could possibly maybe even start selling it or buying off of this. and then hopefully seeing if it goes up. And as you see, it is going up. And then as this is going up, it just went down to create a new low. But let me show you guys something. As that whole move had happened, we could have even still took some opportunities from here to up here as well. But like I said, guys, I'm just trying to make this as simple as possible because I don't want to go too far over y'all heads when it comes to this. Make sure you subscribe so you can be up to date on how we're looking at this. But we definitely did react off that level. Let's see if we can hit this other level here. Now, guys, one thing that I like to do is if I see a impulsive in a correction, I draw my fibs from the beginning of the impulsive to the end of the correction, and wherever my negative 27.61 is at, I look left to see what structural level is there, and I just look for that opportunity to say maybe this is where we will get that buy to go up. However, we know on a higher scale this is still a selling opportunity, so we should only be looking for sales. So that's why I got a sell set up here, but we're going to ride it to this low first. All right, now if you guys pay attention, you see exactly what happened. Market came to this area of an order block right here, and then it actually decided to go up. So this is exactly what I was saying earlier. If market do not hit my supply level or demand level, I still wanted to hit there. It's never actually hit that level. However, I was still able to catch some selling opportunity because I understand minor structure and major structure, and that's what I'm trying to get you guys at. So now that I see the bigger picture of my impulsive and my pullback, like I mentioned earlier, which is this is all impulsive from this low to this swing high, right? And then I am now looking at these two levels to say, all right, you know what, where in between these do we see supply, demand, or order blocks? Right here. This is one, that was even one, but we're going to do it here, and then we're also going to focus on this one right here. So what we're going to do is wait for market to come to this area. All right, so I want to show you guys what ended up happening long term. As you see, it did take a while for it to actually hit up to these levels, but immediately right when we hit up this level, we actually got on a 15-minute time frame what we call, either you guys can see this as a head and shoulders. Usually when I see a head and shoulders, 9 times out of 10, I already seen a whack off schematic play, but we got a head and shoulders play right here. Let me show you guys this one. And then when we head down on a smaller scale, that is when we look for our entries, and then this is where we can now do either sell it to this low, which I will take my first TP here. Once it hits my first TP, I will then, let me show you guys what I mean, look for entry here, right? And then I will sell it down to this first level. Once we hit that TP1, I'll move my stop loss to break even, and then I will take some trades out, right? Remember, I'm taking trades out, so I know I'm still profitable for the day. And then I ride it down to the next level where I like to now draw my Fibonacci from the bigger impulsive, which is up here to down here to this low. And then I ride the trade somewhere midpoint here. And as you guys see, we had no reaction. Now, like I said, guys, if you want to learn more, actually, if you pay attention here, we have a full Elliott wave move in here, and then also even on a bigger picture. So if you guys want to talk about that, make sure you comment down below. Also, make sure you check out the broker. If you guys do need a broker to sign up with, Offspring FX, you guys are able to trade with a small account. Just make sure it says mini so you don't have to worry about big, enormous spreads. All right. Other than that, guys, I appreciate the love and support. Y'all take care. See you in my next video. Your boy Solo out.